I'm very tired. What else is new? All right. I'm going to do 2 today. We got 4 left of the $350 special opponents. I'm gonna do 2 today. So let's jump right into it. Pick up, you piece of shit. Do it. Do it. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are coming into my chat?
Who do you think I am?
Who I think you're Edwin Tiong. That's who
what?
I think.
I don't know what that is.
What that is?
My name is Raphael Lorenz Christopherson.
Oh, I thought your name was Dan McNeely.
No, that's what it says on my passport.
Oh,
yeah,
got it.
I'm actually an international drug dealer.
Oh, don't have that recorded. It's gonna like this is archived or something.
I've made myself known.
Oh no. Oh God, why?
Everyone knows now. I'm gonna have to kill all the 50 people who are in this chat. You guys, they're all
48 people evidently, because I guess a couple of them left when they got wind. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Edwin Tiong, voice of Giga in both TV Tome Adventures and the Tome web series. And as well as the narrator for both the Tome web series and the Tome RPG.
I was so sick.
You were.
I was so sick when I was narrating those.
Oh well, when you were narrating episode 0, you were super sick.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was good fun.
Yeah, but all the other stuff you were, as far as I know, not sick.
You never know. I do get. I don't know why I got that ill for that period of time. It was really.
Dude, you sounded so. Okay, for those of you who have not, if you don't remember when episode 0 he did all the narration for that, he really sounded like that. He really did sound like this.
I went down here. Only not this. It wasn't like this. It was actually like, oh my god, I'm doing stuff I didn't think I could do. Now I just need to get sick, but not actually be sick.
Yeah. It was pretty great. But yeah. And I've known Edwin for how long have we known each other now? Actually,
too fucking long.
I think it actually. Dude, I think it's definitely been over 10 years.
Years?
I think it was, I want to say it was 2004 or 5.
You got me because I did voice acting for Shin, was that?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, yes, I reached out to
like 2004 or 5.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So I've known you and Kira longer than most other voiceover folks that I've met. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. The first thing you did for me was Giga in the TTA movie, which was awful.
Yeah.
It was super bad.
No, I think anything, everyone can say, Shin is awful, because that's what people say nowadays. But it's just like, hey, you make, 18 episodes of anything. And TTA was what was it?
TTA was, I think, at least 70 episodes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah. So I was like, you stuck with it, man.
Yeah. I stuck with my crappy show that was really bad. And then I quit it because I was like, ooh, parodies get me attention. I'm gonna keep doing that for a while, and then and then of course came.
When are we gonna do? Parody Rangers.
Parody Rangers Redux.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. That's going to be a thing that'll totally happen someday.
That's totally, yeah.
It's
totally happening. It's totally happening. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, you heard it. You heard the lies.
And obviously everything we say is truthful, and why would we lie to you?
No, that's stupid. I mean, ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. Anyway, how are you, Edwin?
I am fine. I just finished mixing the next episode of the Overwatch Own series, which is what I do these days. And I was going to go and do some testing for somebody's game, but I can be here for a bit.
That's okay. Well, I appreciate you. Would you like to? Whenever I have a guest, I usually designate them as our chat master. Because it means a person who can actually read what the fuck people are saying in the chat, because I am too busy working to pay attention. So,
okay.
So so
I can say anything at all, and you would never know.
I would never know for certain if it was actually being said in the chat, unless I just click a button and go over to it. But I'm busy animating DJ Bricks at the moment, who's our newest addition. DJ Bricks, yes. He's very cool. DJ Bricks is a technical humanoid spellcaster, and he has a stereo speaker as his head, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway.
Somebody mentioned before, it was like, hey, it's that guy from Drawn Together. I was like, oh yeah, kind of.
Oh, the producer. That's right.
Yes. That's right. So, yeah, okay, I can see that.
Of course. Yeah, I've been. So have you tuned in for any of these other streams before, Edwin?
I have not. It was just like coincidental that I saw that you were starting on Twitter, and I was just like, okay, I've just finished up my mixing thing. I might as well just tune in for a bit, just for the funsies.
Sure. Yeah, I've been doing these. This is now the beginning of my 3rd week of doing these. I've been doing them Monday through Saturday, varying in different ranges of time. Yesterday actually was the longest single stream that I had ever done in a row. We went for just about 7 hours. Yeah,
that's a full-time job.
I mean, well, look, dude. I mean, I'm certainly treating it practically like a 9 to 5. You know, some might say I have it easier because I don't always go for that many hours every single day, but I am certainly trying to, you know, because the whole reason that I wanted to do this was because I wanted to make sure that, well, there's the few reasons, of course, but I wanted to make people, you know, be aware that we're staying productive, and I thought that this would be a nice, easy, you know, spoiler-free way of showing kind of the behind-the-scenes process. And, you know, it's been great because actually this has been truthfully doing better for me than like Kerblogs or even like the other gaming streams that I've been doing lately. You know, so people seem to really dig this, and I really enjoy it. It keeps me very productive. So
I mean, like everyone wants to know the behind the scenes stuff of the video games and stuff like that. In fact, like whatchamacallits, like Double Fine Studios, they actually had a whole documentary series about the production for one of their games.
Oh, really?
And the actual game did not. I mean, for some people it lived up to expectations. I didn't think it did, but whatever. But still, the documentary is well worth watching. It was about the first really big Kickstarter success for video games. Like, they asked for $300,000 and they got well over $1 million. And I was just like, wow. That's insane. That's an insane amount of money to be thrown in a game. And that was like the start of like an avalanche of like other like creators, including of course Mighty Hero, Mighty Number 9.
Mighty Number 9. I would say, you know, I've still not played it. I've still not played it, and I have it, and I would like to play it at some point and make my own judgment. And I'm not being sarcastic when I say that. I like someday, you know, because I'm thinking maybe with Mega Man 11 coming out, maybe this year I might do a little look back and maybe play like a bunch of the old classic Mega Man games. Maybe try some of the X ones because I never really got super big into the X series.
I like to think of myself as a Mega Man fan, but then I realized I've only played Mega Man 3 to completion.
Oh, really?
Everything else is like, I've only played like a couple of minutes at best.
I have beaten.
I enjoy the whole idea of robot masters and then taking their powers and defeating other robot masters, etc., but only ever completed one game.
Yeah, I only ever. Oh, I've beaten all 8 of the classic original games. Right. I've actually never played 9 or 10, and I've never.
That's the
the 2 newer ones when they were doing like, oh, we're gonna do new Mega Man games, and I've played through. I believe I beat Mega Man and Base, but and yeah, so I've played and the arcade fighter games, which were super fun. But I've only played a few of the X games, and I would like to try more of those a little bit more in depth. And of course, I have also played through all of the Mega Man Zero games, which you and I have an interesting. we have an interesting history with. Yes. Have you actually played any of those before?
I have played like a bit of Mega Man Zero 1 using the Game Boy Advanced emulator.
No piracy. We do not condone piracy.
Piracy is bad.
No.
Piracy is bad. But how? Okay, how are you supposed to play those games now?
The Mega Man Zero DS collection.
Oh,
yes.
There was a re-release.
Yes,
cool.
there was. In fact, actually, I had this is going like years ago, but I had a girlfriend at the time who won some contest. It was like an art contest that she did, and or that she won, and she, as a prize, I believe, got a copy of the collection and also the art book, which she gave to me because I think that she already had a copy of the art book. So that was like years and years ago. But yeah, they put all 4 of them on one DS pack. So there's been, pretty much with the exception of Battle Network, there's been like a bundle of every major Mega Man series at some point.
Nice.
I wouldn't even be surprised if maybe there's like a 3-pack of like Legends 1 and 2 and Adventures of Tron Bon or on like a pack or something on like PSX or something.
I don't know about Legends. I feel like Legends has not gotten any re-releases since.
It has. No, it has.
Oh, okay.
It has gotten on. It took quite a long time because of some kind of legal thing with some of the stuff in there. But I believe that they are both of those and Adventures of Tron Bon are all on the PlayStation Network exclusively. I believe. I don't think they're on Steam or anything. Actually, they maybe might be on Steam now, but I believe for a while they were PlayStation Network exclusive. But yeah, they're quite rare. They're very rare. I believe I owned. I do own Legends 2 somewhere.
Yeah, the classic Mega Man games are on Steam.
Oh yeah, which is part of the reason why I kind of was like, I even had I had Mega Man Anniversary Collection, so I didn't really have much reason to get the new collections, the Legacy Collection re-release, because I'm like, I already have these.
Well, as long as they can make money off it, they're probably going to do this over and over again.
Well, they did confirm that they are putting out a new release of the X games, which have had a collection before on GameCube, but they're going to be getting like a full like new release with like all of them together. I think on like all major consoles and stuff. So yes,
nice. I'm looking forward to the Virtual Console on the Switch because then I can rebuy everything I got.
Yeah.
All over again because God, Nintendo, just dig into my fucking wallet. Sorry, language.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Okay, all right.
I might. I actually for some future gaming streams, I might borrow my friend's NES Classic or rather the SNES Classic.
The SNES Classic.
Yeah, I might borrow that because there's a few games on that I think I would like to play, and some of them I actually do have on Virtual Console on like the Wii U and other systems. So, but yeah, there's a lot of those. I don't know. It's interesting though. I haven't been in a major rush to do any new gaming streams because we just finished up our Pokemon playthrough, and it's from like a week ago now, and it still has like less than 1,000 views. So gaming streams have not been doing super well. I mean, I've only done one solo one, which was when we were getting close in that last week of the Kickstarter. I played through all of Mario RPG solo, and I would like to try doing some more solo streams at some point. But yeah, I don't know. They don't always tend to do super well. So
I mean, honestly, unless you're like playing the very latest games or games that are in the public consciousness for being classic, then you're probably not going to get a lot of views.
I mean,
that's the way things are.
Not necessarily. I mean, like I know a lot of folks actually that just will stream any random games that they feel like, and sometimes they'll still get like a pretty decent viewership. But you know. But either way, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I should probably read some. So CDTW asks, Chris, have you played Mega Man ZX?
No, I actually have not, and I've never been super interested in those, to be honest.
Is that the 3D ones? The 3D ones?
No, ZX was a sequel to the Zero series, actually. It took place, I think, like another few hundred years after the end of Zero 4, which was the last one of that series. See, I remember, sometimes I still see people complaining about, oh man, the Zero series never got to finish. I'm like, yes, it did. It had an ending. It had an ending where Zero sacrifices himself, supposedly, to defeat Dr. Weil. Yeah, and then ZX was kind of the follow-up series to that. Which it was further on in the future, and it was only for 2 games. And I heard that they're all right, but they have a lot of like. I remember Tyson Hess actually. I remember talking to him about it like years ago, like when it first came out, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't quite understand. Like they seem to like place a lot of the appeal of that game as playing as like these really, really like oversized bosses. Like you could transform into the Mavericks that you would fight against." Because you had like a new character that would specifically have like these kind of morphing abilities or whatever. It was meant to be. It was actually kind of a fake out where like they make you think like you get like because in ZX the whole thing was that there were new characters and they get these biometals that are like relics of the Mega Man Zero and Mega Man X characters and can like transform into like kind of like armor of them. So like the ZX thing was the 2 main characters would get the power of both X and Zero, and so they would get like, but then also they'd find like Biometal H, which was Harpuya, and Biometal L, which was Leviathan, and all those characters. And then there was a twist where in ZX Advents, which was the second and last of that series, there was Biometal A, which they make you think, oh, it's Axel from Mega Man X, and then it turns out it was a totally different thing, and it was like this villain or whatever. But yeah, so that one didn't last too long. I was never super interested in it, to be honest. I thought it looked a little bit too kiddie-esque almost, like, and not in a way that was super appealing to me, quite frankly. So I never really tried them. I mean, I'm sure they're probably like decent games, but aesthetically, I was never big into those. Like I was with Zero, but that was a really long answer. Sorry.
All right, Vastfire asks a random question for me. How would you react if you found a bunch of mini Curvifers?
Vastfire, why do you always ask everybody this question? What is your obsession with this?
I saw this question before. It's like, okay.
I don't.
Is there a stock answer I can answer with?
No, there's not even. This isn't even like a reference to something. I don't know why he asked everybody this question. It's very strange.
I guess I'd shoot them out with a broom. I don't know. Okay.
I mean, I would. Question. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Okay.
Let's get them out of your house.
And Zachary Burtz says, not sure if you saw my earlier comment, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for bringing my character to life.
Oh, are you the creator of DJ Bricks? Oh, thank you. Excellent. That's awesome. Yeah, he was super fun to animate. I really like this guy.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got some like sound wave spells, and his I gave him like kind of like a waffle pattern on the underside of his boot because he has an attack where he just like steps, and he has a little step in his idle animation where he jigs around. This is pretty easy to do. So awesome. Well, thank you, Zach. I appreciate it. All right, actually, next we're gonna move on to our second and probably last character of the day. We've got Shears, who is a scissor-using ninja guy. So I'm gonna work on him next. Yes.
Cool.
Excuse me.
Obey J50XD asks, Have you ever played Mega Man Network Transmission?
Yes, I have played almost all of the Battle Network games. I have not played Battle Chip Challenge, which I do have. I've never played that before, but I own it. And I've never played the Wonder Swan game, because I didn't have a Wonder Swan. I've never played the what is it? I've never played the what is it? Battle Network 4.5, which was almost like a, it was like a I don't want to say like a Tamagotchi game, but it was not like the usual Battle Network games. Like you like didn't actually. It was almost kind of like the show, because you didn't actually control the NetNavi. You would like give them an order and then they would like do it, but like they were like an AI, and you would like give them like directions or whatever.
Right.
But
that reminds me of the battle system for Final Fantasy XII, where you control the main character, but for everything else you had like trigger conditions, like if your health falls below 30%, heal yourself. Otherwise, just keep attacking the opponent and casting like spells and whatever.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because they had a lot of other characters that you could select. You could choose, like you didn't have to just play as Mega Man. You could play as like a whole bunch of different characters, and they had to give them like running sprites and like different battle animations and things specifically for this game. And actually, funny story. I remember this game, Battle Network 4.5, was coming out around the time that I was frequenting the TV Tome forums. And actually, I remember I was on the Battle Network, or rather the Mega Man NT Warrior, quote unquote, TV Tome forum, like the discussion area for the anime specifically. And somebody was talking about, oh yeah, I heard that Battle Network 4.5 is coming out in Japan. And I'm like, that does not sound like a real game. I think you're making that up. And lo and behold, they actually were not making it up. So. And I guess there was a remake of Battle Network 1 for the 3DS that never came out over here. It was a crossover with the Star Force series, and it was like Operate Shooting Star or something like that. And we never got that over here, sadly. But yeah.
We already did that one. Grandma asks, Chris, have you played the Mega Man Star Force series?
Only the first one, and I watched the first season of the anime and then quit after that.
Jacob Tucker says, Chris Edwin, just wanted to mention that today's my birthday. Happy birthday! Really looking forward to
Happy birthday!
Really looking forward to the $200 characters.
Yes.
Which I'm assuming is the next one up, one down.
Yes, I have been currently working on the $350 special opponent characters, and I will soon be, because I have, this is the third to last of those to do, and then I'll be doing the last two of them tomorrow probably. But I've got, there were 30 of those, and then there's close to 120 of the $200 regular animated opponent characters. Yeah, so quite a number of those. But yeah, so I'll be getting to those probably very soon. I'm going to take a little break after finishing the $350 guys for a bit, but not for too long. So.
Leaf Blade says, hey Curve, just wanted to let you know the thing I linked didn't contain adult material despite being on Pixiv.
Oh.
Okay.
Good.
Sure.
Good. That's a good.
Yeah. That's great.
You don't have to read stuff like that in the future. Thanks for clarifying. Sorry.
Zerion G asks, is Shear's weakness Rocky?
Hilarious. Hey, did you ever see, Edwin, did you ever see Balancing Act?
I did. You mean your...
my thesis film.
Thesis.
Yeah. Remember I had those three enemies, they were voiced by the Team 4-Star guys, and they were rock, paper, scissors themed. It was like Rug, Caesar, and Pepper, I think were the three of them. I tried to like, quote unquote, translate their names as if they were like Dragon Ball Z characters.
Sure. Nice.
Yeah. God, that's going way back. God, dude, I made that that came out in like the very beginning of 2011.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it was so. Did I have you do anything on that? I don't remember.
I don't think not for balancing act. No, that was. Yeah.
Because or even like sound. Did I have you doing like editing or anything? Oh no, I think Scott Kazerneko, I think actually was the editor. Yeah. That's about right. Yeah, it was a long time ago. God, we've done so much. So we've been through quite a lot in the last like several years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Vast Fire. Oh, it's a question for me. Here's a better question, Edwin. Have you ever had tome feels? Tome feels?
Was there ever a moment in Tome that like made you tear up or get the feels or anything?
No, I'm a stone cold killer. I don't feel anything.
Oh. Did you have a favorite moment of some kind, perhaps?
Gosh. I mean, the whole switcheroo, like, oh wait, the main bad guy isn't the same person from TTA. How dare you trick me like that? You son of a bitch. That was fun. Lucius made me freak.
Oh yeah, he was great.
He's so fun.
Yeah, his excellent impression of Shady that actually fooled Shady into thinking, is that me?
He's like, oh my god, that's scary. That's really scary. Good job.
Yeah, Lucian. And then of course later he went on to book the part of Zoisite in the redub of Sailor Moon, which was the most perfect casting ever. So that made me very happy.
I totally had a crush on Zoisite back in like the 90s dub of the cartoon.
Oh, when they fooled you into thinking that the character was a woman and then turned out they weren't the whole time? Yeah. Yeah, love that.
Like, oh well, I still have a crush.
And it's like, turns out Edwin, you were gay the whole time.
Yeah, you know, who was surprised? No one was surprised. Jacob Tucker asks, Edwin, what was your favorite part? It's again for me, I'm playing Hojo in Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged.
Oh, really? It was a very interesting part.
Oh, the giggling. So much giggling. Possibly too much giggling. I feel like maybe they should have taken some of the giggling out. I did enjoy myself then, but it was just like, oh.
Dude, okay, let me tell you all a little something about Edwin. If he provides any kind of outtake or improv or anything for you when you have him record a part, especially if you're not directing him and you just let him go nuts on stuff, he will give you an abundance of gold. Like, and most of the dumb bullshit that you provided for Parody Rangers made it into the show at some point.
Yeah. He's just... My God. So much babbling. So much babbling from Billiam. He just would not shut up. It was great.
He was also absolutely probably the most offensive character I've ever made.
Yeah, he would not fly today.
No.
He should not have flown back then either, but
no.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I try not to go that route with my humor anymore. Honestly, I'm not super proud of most of the humor, like both because it was offensive and also it wasn't funny in Parody Rangers, quite frankly. But it was a different time back then.
It was a different time. There was a lot of stuff on Newgrounds that are probably not great.
No.
For anyone.
No.
Now.
No.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. Glad you love Billiam, but he's not coming back ever.
No. Honestly, even if there ever were someday to be some kind of like new Parody Rangers thing, I would probably not have Billiam be a character. In fact, I would probably massively overhaul all of the characters except for like Willie and Meat, because the rest of them, not only were they stereotypes, literally they had nothing further to them than the stereotypes. Like,
No.
literally just, they're
I
like...
said a funny line! Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Because I'm black!
Yeah, yeah.
Black.
And it was, I just look back on that and I'm just like, this was not okay. This was really not. Yeah. So, and that I would also probably do a lot of recasting, because I haven't even talked to like most of the people that were in the cast of that show in like years.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's okay. You would have job security because you're in everything I ever do, Edwin.
Yay!
Yeah, and Zito, I'm sure, would still be the meat equivalent character because Zito is just too fucking hysterical to ever. Yeah.
He has too much fun with meat. It's
Whoa!
Just tear his throat. Just tear his throat.
He's great.
Grant Moffat asks, have you guys seen Coco?
Oh, of course. Loved it. Love that movie.
I have not.
It is an excellent movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 110% worth seeing. It is one of Pixar's, I think, new best films. Like, absolutely.
Pixar? Disney? Pixar?
No, it was Pixar. It was actually Pixar.
Okay. It was definitely Pixar. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is cool.
Yeah, because Disney's one of their more recent was Moana, which is okay. Moana's not bad.
That was last year, though.
Yeah.
What did they do this year? What did they do this year? I'm sure they did something this year.
I don't remember what they did this year. But Coco was excellent. That was an excellent movie. Zootopia has been very hard to top for me, but Coco is actually very up there.
Yeah. Zootopia's great.
Zootopia's beautiful.
Zega
Exaron.
Zega Exaron. You guys ever have a line when recording that took forever to get right? Oh God, yes. Christ.
Yeah, I can't think of a specific example, but I'm sure I've had that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine involved the word water.
Water.
What? Fuck that word. Fuck that fucking word.
I'm trying to think of a specific example, but I actually can't. Maybe one will come to me later. But no, I think any actor will have a problem like that sometimes. Whether it's like, and it's not always like pronunciation or diction or whatever. Sometimes it's just like, it's just we got to get it exactly right. And it's actually, you know what? My very last in the last episode of Mob Psycho, when he's running away from the Tsuchinoko monster thing, and he's like, "You idiot! Those things don't exist!" And I go, "Quick, cat!" And I like falsetto, like, "Cat!" I kept like spiking the waveform whenever I did it.
Ooh.
So literally, and we wanted to do it that way because it was funny as shit, but it was hard. So I literally, I think I did like maybe like 10 or 15 takes of just literally the word cat. And then I think the last one we got was our engineer June, God bless him. He was so patient. Was like, "Okay, Chris, I need you to step like 3 feet away from the microphone and angle yourself just away from the mic, and we just need the kill it, the like, high pitched squeaky, Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy style kill it." And then after like a billion tries of that, we finally got one that wasn't spiking the waveform, and thank God too, because it was hilarious.
Nice.
So
nice.
Yeah, teamwork.
Yeah. Lucky Lucy says, "I love that scene, Chris. Thanks for the nice screaming, Reagan."
Oh, of course, yes. Yeah, we screamed long. Actually, I just got a nice tweet earlier from Lanny Pator, who apparently he watched the Godzilla Netflix movie last night, and he was like, "Dude, I didn't even realize that was you. Fucking awesome job on the screaming." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man."
Nice.
So, yeah.
I still need to get around watching that. And that other anime series.
Oh, Kakegurui?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yes. So I don't know what it's about, but there's a lot of extreme faces.
It's about gambling. It's about I believe a school full of gambling high schoolers.
Sure.
I think
I mean,
something like that. Yeah.
That's not the craziest thing I've heard in anime, so yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did my shitty bootleg Dan Green impression for that show, more or less.
Min Seok Kim asks, have you watched JoJo?
No, I have not. Much
Okay.
much to Kira Buckland's chagrin, I have not seen the show yet.
She will attempt.
Maybe
at
someday.
everything.
Someday, if I get into JoJo, it'll probably be for part 4, because what I've seen of it so far, I like part 4 a lot, because it's very Yu Yu Hakusho-esque.
Yeah, I mean, you either get in through 3 or 4. That's what.
3 was okay, but 3 didn't really grab me too much, so I feel like part 4 is a little bit more up my alley.
All right. Yeah, 4 is pretty good. I mean, I got into 3, but 4 also tickled my JoJo bones.
Yeah, well, because I like Okuyasu and Josuke. They seem like pretty fun characters. Probably again also just because they remind me of Kuwabara and Yusuke. But you know, yeah. I hope I don't know if that's gonna come down the pipe sooner or later, but I hope I get to audition for that show. Actually, that would be nice.
Wait, haven't started dubbing it yet? I thought 3 was done.
I don't know if 3 is like done being recorded. I know 3 is airing. I don't know if it's done being recorded or like how far they are into it or whatever. But I know that I haven't seen anything for part 4 down the pipe. So, but I hope that if it comes down, then I'll get the chance to read for it because it would be fun.
Nice. Arcanus Zenmerk. Yeah, whatever. If you could get a chance to voice any character you want, who would you want to voice?
Literally anybody in Dragon Ball. Like I would do Walla for Dragon Ball. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Or somebody on One Piece, which I think is a little bit more likely, if it were possible.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Edwin?
What about me? Gosh. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really thought about this kind of thing for a while because I have no more dreams. I have no more dreams to pursue.
A new champion in Overwatch.
That'd be cool. That'd be neat. But apart from that, I don't know. God, that's so lame. What would I voice? Well, whatever. I'll get back to this.
Okay.
No, that's. Oh wait, no. Stop. I hate this scrolling system. White Oak 019 asks, Chris, was there a character from TVTA that you wished you had put in Tome?
Torben, who was one of the hacker villains in the original series. He was originally going to appear in kind of the halfway point of the story, and he was going to be he was going to be Tormentros's partner, but we ended up changing the purpose of Tormentros and made him into Torments, and ended up not making them hackers after all. So we just ended up going kind of a different route with them and etc. But yeah, I mean, mainly because I feel like I sort of gypped that character out of getting to be in the show at all. But yeah, he was one just because he was like close to getting in there, but
close but not quite.
Close but no cigar.
No cigar. The Drawing Moth asks, Chris, what was your all-time favorite character to ever voice?
Reagan's probably the big one, just because of like how much fun he was. But I've had many great ones. What about you, Edwin? What's your favorite character you've ever voiced?
Thinking. Buzz. I don't know.
No?
I mean, I guess it's cliche to say like Dan McNeely because it's just so stupid. It's so stupid and great. I had fun. I rewrote everything like Patrick sent me, and it was just like, I'm just gonna have fun with this because why not? and it was. I mean, it wasn't the fact that I voiced it, it was the fact that I had the freedom to just rewrite everything about that character.
Sure.
Although the whole like smarminess just kept the same on the thing. So, Jacob suggests Billiam. Yeah, I mean, he was fun. Would never do that character ever again. But he had an enthusiasm for life and for being gay.
Yeah.
That's and he was an offensive stereotype, so we're never doing that ever again. No. Detective Grimoire, I'm looking forward to working with Adam and Tom again for the next Detective Grimoire game.
Yes.
Whenever that happens.
That's probably my favorite role of yours, actually.
Oh, cheers. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I really like that character a lot. He's fun.
I think it's like okay, that's probably my dream role, but I've done it several times already. Being the main character for an adventure game.
Yeah.
So because that's kind of what I did for adventure games back in the day, like for Monkey Island and stuff like that. I just voiced all the characters while I was playing.
Oh yeah.
That was just a formative part of my voice acting childhood. Not really. It was just fun doing that sort of shit and then saying like, I can't do that. I can't pick that up. And shit like that. I love that. I love that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid, but it's just like that reactive nature. Like I'm reacting to the environment in the most generic and whatever way possible, and then saying different things. If I look at an item and go, oh, that item's currently on fire. That item's currently in my pocket. Now my pocket is on fire. Like. Video game protagonists are fun and endearing, especially in adventure games. So.
Have you ever auditioned for Dave Gilbert for the Wadget Eye stuff?
Speaking of,
yes.
Yeah, this recent recent open edition call on Twitter, which I tried for that.
Yeah. I hope you get to be in his stuff because his stuff is quite nice.
I do too. I love Dave's stuff. I love his adventure games, and that's actually what I was going to run out and test on. Actually, is that he recently updated the game beta, alpha, whatever, to be complete, content complete, basically. After several months of working on it, so. I was hoping to get on that and just basically absorb the story.
You know, I really ought to play. Maybe someday I'll do a playthrough of like Primordia and. What was the other one? Resonance was the other one that I did. Resonance. Those of you who don't know, Wadget Eye Games is Dave Gilbert is this great guy based out of New York. Writes, produces, and creates his own point-and-click adventure games. Great stuff. What's the series that like he's known best for?
The main series is the Blackwell.
That's right.
Blackwell Legacy series. That's where he cut his teeth.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of getting to work with David back when I lived in New York. I worked on Resonance. I played The Great and Powerful Oz. It was just my like really crappy sort of Wayne Knight kind of thing. And then I played this officer guy. I can't remember his name, but he was just Patrick Warburton impression. And then I did Primordia, which was this really cool, like sort of post-apocalyptic, like robot world game. And I played what was his name? Oswald Factorbuild, who was this big sort of bombastic. I was doing this Long John Baldry Robotnik sort of character for him.
Wow.
And then I can't remember the other guy. His name was just like a bunch of. It was like a bunch of numbers. But he was this like military robot, and I did this really crappy impression of Arlie Ermy, you are a maggot, like the army guy from Full Metal Jacket. And I remember I got both of those characters. I auditioned for like everybody, and I remember when I did that, I came in to record at his place because he had like a little recording setup and everything, and he wanted me to go more gravelly for both voices. So that was the first session I ever had where I was just like, by the end, I was like, oh my god, It was fun though. It was great writing and like really cool characters and shit. And actually, Pokemon fans would know the voice of, I believe he's the main character in Primordia, and I think the Blackwell series too. Eli Goldfarb. He is currently, he is the voice of Professor Kukui in Pokemon Sun and Moon.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, and he was also Zero Sick in Pokemon X and Y, the little portly villain guy from Team Plasma. He's really good, and he's been taken off a lot since then. Yeah, yeah, cool guy. But yeah, those are great games. Yeah, Primordia and Resonance, if you want to check those out. In particular, those are the ones that I was in. Yeah, but anywho.
Momiji Osako asks, for both of you guys, who is your favorite voice actor / actress?
Oh man, I have a lot. A recent one that I've become to like super idolize a lot is Roger Craig Smith, who's the current voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, and he's in like he's Captain America and all the animated Avengers stuff. He's in countless video games. He's Ezio from Assassin's Creed. He is funny. He's rangeful. He's good. Like he's goals. Yeah, I've really grown to like him a lot. I like him. I like James Arnold Taylor, who I met recently. Yuri Lowenthal, of course, is fantastic. Justin Cook is probably one of the big reasons I got into voiceover, and I think he's amazing. Yeah, there's a ton. There's just too many to possibly name.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How about you? Who are some of your favorites?
I feel like I'm put on the spot now. It's just like, oh, that's you have a lot. It's like, I was just gonna say James Earl Jones because I remember his performance from The Flight of Dragons when he was playing the Wizard Omadon, and that's where I got my name from. I'm a fan. It's nerdy piece of crap. Yeah. I mean, obviously I love all the old guys, I guess you could say. Like, oh god, I just remember Robert Paulson was... no, sorry. Oh, what was that show? Galaxy Rangers? No.
Galaxy Rangers?
No. He played like he played an aristocrat, and he was not actually in the Japanese version. He was like the rival character, like the snooty upper class character. But in the English, like the English dub, they made him the main character because he was blonde and blue-eyed, and because racism, I guess.
What show was this?
An anime. It's not called Galaxy Rangers. That's a completely different thing.
Saber
Riders? No.
Saber Riders?
Saber Riders.
You're talking the one that Rob Paulson was in?
Yes.
Yeah. See, it's crazy because that was like those early days where just like all animation voice actors just did everything ever.
Oh yeah.
There was no discrepancy, so just everybody did everything. And
nobody was credited. Nobody was properly.
I know people were credited, but it was just a matter of like there wasn't discrepancies between the
dub work and original.
Yeah, it was just all of it was just work, So like that's why like in Voltron, like all the cast of Voltron is like Peter Cullen and Michael Bell and guys like that who like they would never fucking do anime now. But it was just a gig back then, and it was just whatever,
Yeah. Good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. The Drawing Bomb asks, Chris, what got you started for voice acting and animation? Edwin, you too for voice acting.
Oh man. Actually, I'm gonna say, hold on, I'm gonna get you some Kerblog links real quick because that's a better way to answer.
Oh.
First of all, for the Edwin one, back in 2014 when he came to visit for the first time to LA, we did a Kerblog together. I've just linked it. It's called it's Omadon, and then And then for me, I think if you look in the advice Kerblog section, you can see like the story of like how did I get into. Actually, I think the very first Kerblog I ever did was how did I get into animation. So it'll answer that. So yeah,
there we go.
Look those up.
Easy enough. I'm gonna keep saying that one wrong. Zega Exaron. Exaron, damn it. Is Y2K out?
No, Y2K is coming out very soon. I am extremely excited about that game. For those of you who don't know, Y2K, a postmodern RPG, is a game I recorded for, I think, 2014 now. It's been that long.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was an incredible experience. It was directed by Brittany Lotta. And we were in, it was a cast of myself, Cliff Chapin, Melanie Ehrlich, Michaela Laws, Anthony Sardina, Michelle Knotts, whole bunch of great folks. And we got to record together, which is an extreme rarity for video games, by the way. But I was very fortunate to get to do that. And it was an RPG that's inspired by the likes of Persona and Earthbound. And it's really cool. Deals with a lot of very dark subject matter that I think is pretty cool. I'm very personally, I'm a fan of the game. I'm very excited to play it when it comes out. It's going to be this year. As far as I don't think I can give a release date, but I know it is definitely going to be this year. From what I understand,
nice.
The publisher I think has been waiting for the right release window, so they don't have it competing with other stuff that would probably outsell it. Because it's a great game, but it's from a bunch of basically unknowns. The biggest thing that the creators were known for prior to this was Two Brothers, which was an indie game, kind of this Game Boy looking kind of thing. But the Super Allenson siblings, Andrew Bryan and Bridget, just incredible talents. Artists, animators, designers, musicians, they do it all. And great people. I was so happy to work with them, and Brittany was an awesome director as well. And I voiced Alex Eggleston, who's the main character in that. So look forward to probably some more details about that very soon. So.
Okay.
Yes.
Minsuk Kim asked, any plans to Waptoy Super Mario RPG? Waptoy.
Waptoy, with annoying people talking over it, which is my not going very well series of Let's Plays where I get voice actors together and we voice over a game, except no one has the patience to fucking do it. Probably not, because if I were to do something like that for Mario RPG, I would much rather do a full audio production of it, and I'm too busy making my Mario RPG spiritual successor, my Mario RPG love letter. I'm too busy making that to have time to do a Let's Play fan dub of Mario RPG. But maybe someday if I have time. Edwin was going to be Frog Fuchsius in it.
Yes. Gosh. Plans for that was
Yeah, well, because I recorded the footage for it a long time ago, and I still have it, so I can still do it someday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, maybe someday. Who knows? Never say never.
White Oak 19 asked, which of the backer characters so far was the funnest to draw?
Oh man, I don't want to choose. I don't want to play favorites. I really do like all of them. There really haven't been any annoying or bad ones. I did like DJ Bricks a lot. He was fun. But honestly, guys, you gave me some really. The reason I can't really answer that is because I sincerely mean this. You guys gave me a lot of really cool characters. I know I joked about a lot of guys with swords, but honestly, even the guys with swords, I've managed to do some fun stuff with, and they've been just really cool. So. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna continue to have a lot of fun animating all these guys for y'all, and I hope you'll all continue to watch as I keep doing them. So
nice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scroll up again.
Okay.
I got down, and I'm just gonna see if I missed any questions from before.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. What is was the class for DJ Bricks? Well, you already.
He's a spellcaster.
Yeah.
DJ Bricks is a technical humanoid spellcaster. I guess he could technically be a morphological or a cybernetic. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me see how many I have. You know what? I think I might change his race. Actually, you know what? We don't have any more.
Wow.
I'm gonna make him a morphological. Or no, not morphological. No. I'll make him a cybernetic because I didn't give him flesh. I made him full robotic. So he's a technical cybernetic spellcaster. There we go.
There we go. Yeah. Nice. Let's change that up.
Yeah. Well, mainly because I'm trying to have like a fair amount of like variation with everything, you know. Shears here is a natural humanoid weaponry, so.
Right. Not sure we asked this one before. Minsub Kim asked, what was the name of the previous backer opponents?
The one before DJ Bricks. That was Galactase was the one that I did last time.
Keen H asked, Herb, have you played any of the custom Robo games?
No, I've heard they're cool though. Are any of them like in the US? I thought they were Japan only.
I have no idea.
Well, no, I have not played
them. Sounds familiar, but it's just.
I only know what it is because there was a trophy and an assist trophy of Ray Mark II. Who's like the main robot, I think, from in Smash Brothers. They had like a trophy of him, but that's all I know about him.
Scrolling.
What?
I'm not gonna ask that one.
Oh.
Don't make it bad.
Okay.
Should I ask? I'm not gonna. Okay.
Is it Brawl Taunts related?
You know what? I'll just skip ahead. I'll just skip past that one. Just skip past it. I'm good. We're good.
Hey, you know, a little fun fact. Brawl Taunts is the reason that if any of you guys have ever seen the VG Cats adaptation with no name, which Edwin was the editor for. He would always, every single time, cast Kira and I as love interests in every single skit. Every time he would cast us, and I'm like, "Fuck you, Edwin."
Every time.
Asshole.
I'm a terrible person.
Yes, you are.
Horrible human being. Yes. Yep. Okay, I've reached the top. Let's go back down to the bottom again. Oh, here we go. Robert Iller asks, hey guys, this is my first time watching one of these. I wasn't able to support the crowdfunder while it was running. Is there a way I can support the game or Tome in general?
Sure.
Do you guys have like a Slacker backer system?
We don't.
Okay.
There may be some opportunities. We haven't worked out the details yet, so you know, don't freak out just yet. But there may be some opportunities for people to be part of the game. But stay tuned. But as far as just supporting us in general, I mean, honestly, just watching these is a big help actually, because I mean, you know, in the essence of being transparent, you know, I'm able to make because you know, obviously the money is for the game. The money that we raised is for the game. And you know, the money that I make off of YouTube is for my own living expenses, and you know, as I'm sure guys, a lot of you guys probably know from following a lot of your other favorite YouTubers and things, is that YouTube doesn't always favor the content creators at all times. So, you know, and currently, you know, at the moment, the model is that longer content and watch time is kind of the, you know, the winner. Which has also been nice because, as it's turned out, you know, conveniently, this you know, long content is what I'm kind of doing right now because.
Or you know, having a dead body in video. You know, that's.
All right. Let's not. I don't even want to get into that shit.
Yeah.
God, I had to stop myself from giving some commentary about something else yesterday. Christ Almighty.
Yeah.
Anyway. But nonetheless, yeah, honestly, just watching these and, you know, watching without ad block is nice.
Yeah,
and
that's super helpful.
Yeah, you know, even that is actually a nice way to support. We would like to eventually do merch again. You know, I was very selective about merch when it came to the series. But you know, we'll see. Who knows what the future holds when it comes to that.
I think people would like the t-shirts.
Yeah, t-shirts are easy, but you know, of course, I want to do other kind of stuff as well if possible. So.
Yeah. Action figures.
Oh man, no, that's when you got like Undertale money. That's when you got Undertale money, dude.
Androids, that's the future.
Or Pops.
No.
I know, everybody hates Pops. But Edwin, I gotta have my Pops.
God.
Oh wait, did you guys have corn pop cereal in Australia?
Corn puffs, not corn pops.
Did you have the Oh, sorry, go
The
ahead.
weird thing is we have Cocoa Puffs, but you guys have Cocoa Puffs.
Did you have the ad campaign where like the people go like into like they like get into like, but my dog is gonna eat my cereal, and then if I won't have it, then but I've got to have my Pops. And like they got all like they're having like drug relapses or something.
Sad to say, no.
Oh, okay.
Not that one. But
That's
we have
unfortunate.
there are a couple of crossover adverts, what's that one? Like, you know, that taco ad, like, why not both? You know, I think that's the same in America as it is over here.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah. More questions. Korilu Stromboli asks, have you ever auditioned for a voice role on Digimon anime?
No, actually, I have not read for Try, and I wasn't in with Studiopolis when they were still doing fusions, so no, I've never read for Digimon before, sadly.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Jacob Tucker asks, what Wii U game would you like to see ported to the Switch? Ideally, all of them, because nobody bought the Wii U.
I did.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know you are.
Yeah.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah. I see. That's
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
I would love to see the Wonderful 101 ported, just so maybe more people might play it, because that's a great game. I love that game.
Yeah. One of Platinum's big would-be hits if more people played it.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I showed somebody the intro recently, and they were like, "Is that Edwin?"
It's Gideon Emery, isn't it?
What's the next question? What's the next question?
Every single fucking time.
What's the next question? What's the next question?
No, I'm gonna say. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, weird one from Jake Tucker. Question for the chat. I'm making a comic starting tomorrow. Does anyone mind if I use any of their humanoid backing characters as background extras once in a while? That's okay.
Yes.
All right. Sure. Yeah. Linkar Ross asks, favorite Reagan Arataka special move?
The Aroma Runaway Express. Just because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculement.
Oh, now everybody's saying, "Oh, I had to eat you." Well, fuck you guys. Yep. I didn't.
That's your that sounds like a personal problem. Wait. Help me out. What the fuck was that VG Cats thing you did that was making fun of the fucking Chun-Li movie? And you were doing a joke on what's her face, the actress.
Maybe she's Eskimo. No, what was this? What was the actual line? Like vaguely, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's pretty funny though.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, look at me. I'm like possibly Asian or something, whatever the fuck it was.
Possibly Asian. Or maybe Eskimo. Ooh. Yeah.
Because wasn't she? Oh no, that wasn't Jamie Chung. That wasn't the chick that played Chi-Chi in the fucking Dragon Ball movie. She was in another movie.
She was in Smallville as Lana Lang.
That's right. Oh my god. Yeah, I do like her, even though I don't like that movie.
No, there was. I mean, yeah, video game movies still are not.
Oh, dude, did you hear about the little cameo that's in Dragon Ball Super recently? Or not really a cameo. He's playing a full part. You know James Marsters?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Dragon Ball Super. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He was in the video game. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
He was kind of the best thing in that movie.
Oh yeah, and he gave a shit about Dragon Ball. He got big into it too. Yeah, but he's playing. I think he's playing one of the new villains in Super, which is really cool. That's like when what's her face, Asami. The chick that played Asami in Korra, she played the live-action version of Princess Yue in the shitty Avatar movie.
Yes, the skating movie. Yes, they thought that she was really good in that skating movie.
Oh, that was the commentary joke, right?
That was the whole like yes. Even though it wasn't a very good skating movie, we thought she was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Eyebrow waggle.
Yeah. I remember actually I met James Marsters very briefly at a Comic-Con in New York, I think, one time. Cool. And he walked by and he was so I don't know, I remember I was behind an autograph line. I was hanging out with somebody. And I was like, dude, I saw him and I was like, I'm never going to meet this guy again. I was like, hey, dude, thank you for doing a good job on Piccolo. He's like, oh, of course, no problem. I mean, you know, if nobody else was going to do a good job on the movie, I figured I would. Oh, Lord.
Not wrong. Yeah. Not wrong.
Yep. Dragon Ball Evolution, though, is hilarious.
It has its thing.
It's pretty fun, especially if you know Dragon Ball. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I also did enjoy Chow Yun-Fat as Master Roshi, but you know that's.
I think he was kind of fun a little bit. I like Chow Yun-Fat. I just thought his performance in that was a little meh.
He did what he could with the material.
Yeah.
Which was odd. More questions. Arcanus Zenberg. If you could have any of your characters from TOME/GTA and Super Smash Bros., excluding Kerber and Zeto, who would it be?
In Super Smash Bros.? None of them, because they're not Nintendo Legacy characters. I wouldn't want them in Smash Brothers.
I mean, there's a lot of characters nowadays in Super Smash Brothers who aren't necessarily Nintendo Legacy characters.
I know, but they're also like famous video game characters too, and not like, hi, I was from a web series that might be turned into a video game if the people who made it get their shit together, namely me. I mean, I would prefer to do like a Tome, like, you know, Smash Brothers-esque game or something someday. That could be cool. But
I
like,
mean, there is like indie game version of that, which I know Lilac from Freedom Planet is in.
oh yeah, yeah. Which one is that called again?
Indie Fighters? Is it that just that simple? Something like that.
Maybe, yeah. I think I might actually be in semi-contact with them.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe. But either way.
I mean, yeah, it's really neat. Minseok Kim, thank you again, asks, will there be a separate crowdfunding campaign for potential DLC?
I have no idea. It's way too early.
Yeah, that's God. And like, I guess you have to think about, because if you are planning to do DLC, now would be a good time to think about it, because then you'd have to think about how it would slot into your current game, but it's just, that's a bit far.
Yeah, and we're not ready to think about that stuff yet, honestly. You know, I mean, I don't know if that's something that we would like need to do crowdfunding for. If we did, then maybe we would. But I don't know. It's just it's way too early to tell that. So yeah, I can't really give an answer one way or the other. Sorry.
Yeah, Zega X Iron is really excited about the idea of Tome Figmas, and he's going, "Oh, Tome Figma where? Nowhere."
I would just love to do merch, because I mean, merch is fun and people like it, and I like it, and I would love to do more of it. I just it just doing it right takes time. So
Yeah, you're not going to do the thing that Capcom did for Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, what? Give you a bunch of Easter eggs.
And those horrible figures. Why are they always so horrible, Chris? Why are they always so mispainted? And
just that's what I'm saying. Like, doing good merch is difficult. It's not super easy to just get quality stuff out of that all the time, you know? That's kind of partially why I was picky.
Hello.
Oh, you still there?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. That was my phone.
Somebody was ringing.
Yeah, that was my phone going off. It's part of the reason why I was so picky about what merch we released with Tome, because also I didn't want to turn people off, and I didn't want to like make them think like, oh wow, you'll just put Tome on anything and just call it a day. And I'm like, no, if I'm gonna do merch, I want it to be good. Because like, actually, fuck it, whatever. I didn't like the fact that like Bravest Warriors like had merch of like, here's all our funniest jokes from this episode, and here's a T-shirt of them that you can buy. I'm like, wow, I feel very pandered to. Like I didn't like that. So I didn't want to do that sort of thing. I didn't want to be like, oh, let me just like, and I know, like, yeah, I made like here's an I Am the King shirt or whatever. I didn't have that like immediately ready to go the second that episode 12 came out. I did it because it became a thing that people liked, and even then I wrote that scene out of like wanting to make it like a funny gag. I wasn't like, oh man, this is totally going to be like a T-shirt catchphrase, ha 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 ha, whatever. I'm like,
memes.
Yeah.
Lynn Carr Rocks asks, Chris, how did you and the kazoo meet?
Me and the kazoo? I bought a kazoo, and that's about it.
That's his whole story, folks.
I'm sticking to it.
Zega X Iron asks, anywhere in that 3D fighter that Zeto and Kizuna guest starring in? Really?
Oh, Combat Core, yeah. I think that they're in it now.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure that they're just in it. I think. I don't know. I haven't talked to Micah in a long time, so I don't know. I haven't really kept up on the game too much.
Apparently it's Combat Core?
Yeah, Combat Core was an indie game that I voice directed and cast for. Yeah, Zeto and Kizuna from the web series, some like updated versions of them that were redesigned by Rob Porter, were put in the game as some extra characters, which was really cool.
Very nice. Yeah. Corey Fettelson asks, Kerb, can you do your Mevin Dak impression?
Yes, me, Mevin Dak. I'm the best. Yeah. Meow's my guy.
He is.
I'm so happy that Edwin Omadon is talking to Kubafa, and also Bosco's an idiot. Yeah.
Leaky Lady asks, what's the attack you liked the most to animate so far?
This one's fun. This scissor attack.
Scissoring. Chop, chop, chop.
Feather make.
Not right now. Maybe later.
Okay.
Okay. Yay!
Oh, I think we've already answered this. Minso Kim, any plans to sell merch of the TOME RPG when it's ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Someday.
Oh, Vaspire, don't feel. Vaspire asks, am I annoying you asking these questions? No, you're cool. You're cool, dude. You're cool. The Drawing Mob asks, Chris, do you prefer Mario RPG or the Mario and Luigi games?
I haven't. Here's the thing. First of all, I haven't played all of the Mario and Luigi RPG games, so I don't have an educated enough opinion to begin with. But oh shit, sorry. So there's that to start with. But also, I'll say this. I feel definitely that the Mario and Luigi RPG series is a evolution of the mechanics of Mario RPG in terms of, I think that the ideas of what they are more interesting. I think that what they tried to do with the game is more ambitious and has more like interesting stuff to it than the Mario RPG games. But aesthetically, of course, my heart is with the one that I that I grew up with.
We had Lady Toads. And different Toads with like different characters.
That was Paper Mario.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But which I love Paper Mario as well. And same thing, I think that Paper Mario is a really good evolution of, that concept, certainly. But yeah, it's hard to say. But I'm not an authority because I've never actually beaten. I've only played through a lot of Mario RPG, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Dream Team, and I've never finished any of them, sadly. So
yeah, I'm the same. I've bought a couple and just never finished them either. They're long. Lincar Rocks asks, I like the cameos you made on some of the crew of TOME in the series. Will we expect more cameos or even them as fighters in the game?
In Combat Core, I'm assuming?
I'm not sure what the question is, actually. That was the full question. I like the cameos you made on some of the crew of TOME in the series. Will we expect more cameos or even them as fighters in the game? Is the question like, do we expect characters from TOME to appear, from TOME the series to appear in the TOME the game?
I mean, well, if that's your question, then I can't answer that because that's spoilers. So.
Oh, well, there we go. Dante Leon asks, what was going to be the 150,000 yen goal in the Kickstarter funding campaign?
Can't say. You'll have to see if we can actually do it or not.
That'd be nice if we could do that. Zega X Iron. Yeah, if we could get TOME minis, I'd buy all of them and they would live on my desk along with my mini amiibos. Well, it's good to hear from that. that people are interested in the merchandising, the merchandisables.
Oh, sure. I mean, who isn't? I just,
Yeah. Grant Muffet asks, Chris, could we hear a bit of your purr voice?
No.
Okay.
It's because it's literally just me screaming.
Oh. Well, Corey Fendelson says, yeah, my cousin is with me and loves purred. Oh.
Oh, here.
I guess.
Hold on.
Oh, no. Okay. Here you go.
There you go. That's all you got.
There you go, Corey. Hope your cousin enjoyed that. Linkar Rocks asks, besides KO, Rad, and have you drawn any other OK KO characters?
No, I should do some fan art someday.
Yeah.
I love that show. This is shit.
Yeah. I've only really seen the first season. I need to catch up with what's been happening since then.
It's a cute show. I love that show very much.
Ooh, okay. Zoroark Commander asks, in episode 4 there was a quest for the Shadow Guard beast. Without spoilers, will there be a similar quest available in the game?
I can't say one way or the other.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry guys, I can't give you spoilers about stuff in the game, so.
Leaf Lady asks, is the 125,000 goal of outfits definitely not happening?
Okay, so that I don't know about yet because we need to see if it's how feasible it is still, because it's possible, but we don't know yet. So you'll have to wait and see. And I'm sorry, but that's probably not a very good answer. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, you don't want to reveal. You don't want to show your cards.
Well, no. It's mainly just because we don't know if we actually can do it yet. Like we have to see how difficult it may or may not be, and it's honestly it's low priority because it's just aesthetics. So
yeah, you'd just be drawing up new characters entirely at that point.
Well, no, not necessarily, because we may have a way to do it in a way that's simple, but we just don't know yet. So that's why I feel like I can't say one way or the other yet. But
Sure thing. Pretty sure this is gonna end in like spoilers, can't say, but Linkar Rocks asks, will we expect more cameos in the TOME RPG? I mean, like artists and crew members from TOME to make cameos in the game, like Yo, Flando, or Blake Swift?
Well, I did make NPCs of them, so they'll probably be in the game somewhere. I don't know where yet, but I'm sure they'll probably be in there. Maybe it'll be like that one part of Pokemon where like you go to Game Freak and just like all the people that made the game are there. You're just like hanging out.
Yeah. Nice. Corey Fendelson asks, the wiki says you drew Peach and Purr too. Where is this?
Oh, somewhere. I think I just like drew them in a sketchbook or something. I don't remember.
Cool. Xerax Iron asks, do you guys still like working? Let's just reread that. Do you guys like to work of others in person when recording, or prefer to work alone?
I used to not direct anybody, and then I was like, no, everybody needs to be directed, because I think that you will get a better performance that way.
Yes.
But yeah, for a long time, everything you did for me was you just did it all yourself.
Yeah, I mean that was the way things were done back then. Like we just recorded the lines separately, and then just took the best takes and stuff them in animation or what have you. But directing is a better way. Yeah. Ooh, Leaf Lady says, hey Kerr, just a bit of a private minor question on Discord about my character, just wondering you might look at it.
No. Okay, guys, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and say this. Guys, like I can't keep doing that. I know that I probably gave this impression. I can't like customize and personalize and do all this stuff with everybody's individual characters because I've got over 100 of these to do. I'm sorry, I can't do that because it's not fair. So if you guys have other like special requests or whatever, I can't do that. Sorry.
There we go.
Yeah, so if you just as a general, I'm not trying to be mean, but seriously, if you guys have like, if you guys message me for like, hey, can you do this with the character that you've already finished animating? I probably won't. Sorry. So. Stop. Think about what you're reading, for Christ's sake, Edwin.
Sometimes Jack just on there.
Apparently.
Manso Kim asks, do you pay your subordinates or are they starving in your man dungeon?
Of course I fucking pay my subordinates. Kidding me? No, all the team does this for free.
I knew it all along. You just throw pizza pockets.
I'm spending way too much fucking time on this. Sorry, I need to stop doing this. Sorry, hold on.
Snap. Drawing my best. Does Chris have a Discord for TOME, or is it just for the backers? No, there is not a Discord server apparently.
No.
Yeah.
I don't. Much like I said about, you know, God damn you, fucking hell. Sorry. Much like I said about a forum, I just don't have time. I wouldn't be able to dedicate to that, and then I fear it would turn into babysitting, and like no offense, but I don't have the time for that.
Fair enough. Grant Moffat asks, will we be able to name the White Hat Hacker, or will they be referred to as White Hat Hacker in the game?
They have a nickname, but you will be able to name them. Yes.
Oh, like the Phantom Thieves. Yeah.
I don't get that reference.
Persona 5.
Oh, okay. Oh, Xander's character or whatever.
That's the name of the group, Phantom Thieves, but you can name it whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
What did I name my team? I forget. Something rude, probably. Giga Purple Cheese Man. Speaking of scissors, either of you ever played Snipper Clips on Switch?
Yes, indeed, of course. With our lovely friend Kimlin Tran, who voiced Snip and Clip.
And created by Adam and Tom Bin, who are old friends, and the Super Flash Brothers.
Yes.
Awesome.
Love them very much. Excellent people, more absolute talents, and I love them dearly. I give up. I fucking give up on this stupid. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this effect.
Anyway, I was assuming it was some kind of like scissor attack. Like
it is, yeah.
Opening and closing again. Is that
I don't know why I'm just trying to do something cool with it, and I'm spending like a billion fucking years on it, and it's stupid, and I don't know what to do with it now, and it's frustrating me.
Give it. I mean, maybe come back to it after. Or what have you. Zega Xiron asks, Edwin, do you have any projects in the works you can talk about? Probably not. No. Yeah. Got some irons in the fire, but, well, obviously Freedom Planet 2, but that's been in production for quite a while. Vineclad asks, do monster enemies have like a specific group name, like Pokemon or Digimon?
What do you? I don't think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So probably not if I don't know what you mean.
You might have to clarify that, Vineclad. Okay, Dante Leon asks, what was the idea of the White Hat Hacker, and will the character have some sort of backstory?
Can't talk about backstory, but the idea was sprung from when I first talked with the folks that created Black Hole, which you and I both worked on, Fiolasoft. They put forth that we should have a player character. So at first I was very resistant about that, but then they said, well, maybe see if you can try to do something interesting with it that would, you know, befit the game in kind of a cool way. So I thought about it some more, and I thought, what if you could play as like a good hacker? So then the concept kind of just stemmed from there, and then you know, we got what we got. So.
Nice.
Yeah. But
Kim asks, have you ever wanted to kill someone?
Wow.
Yeah, it got super dark. Okay.
Edwin, you're my worst chat master yet.
I am. I ask all the terrible questions.
No, you just read all the terrible questions.
I do read all the terrible questions.
No, I've never wanted to kill someone.
This guy asking, where did you bury the bodies, Chris? Where did you bury the bodies?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's totally.
Man, so funny.
Yeah, I'm hilarious. Yeah. Oh, that's the end of those questions. Clips. Yes, we asked that. We asked that one. Arcana Zenbrook asks, can you do your little Karibo impression, please?
Hello, it's me, Little Karibo. I'm fucking famous on the internet.
Oh my god, it's like an exact double has appeared in the chat. Oh my god.
I'm going to make a video. Yeah, look up Martin Taunts if you want a good time. It's on my Newgrounds.
God.
Alright, this is good enough. Fuck it, whatever.
Chop and chop. Slice. What if he slices with his initials?
Well, he doesn't have initials to show.
Aw, darn. And so Kim asks, how excited are you for the TOME RPG? I'm saying pretty excited.
I'm not very excited at all for the game that I'm working on.
Yes, that's going to be his life for the next couple of years, even. Yeah. Huh. Giga Purple Cheese Man, what are some of your favorite foods? Oh god.
Cheese, Gromit. I like cheese, Gromit.
I do remember your American cheese.
No, I've actually switched to cheddar recently.
Oh, okay.
Because it's better for you.
In my case, oh god, don't get me started. Like, I have a penchant for hot foods in general, spicy hot foods in general, so I do anything super spicy at least the once.
Oh yes, as I've seen.
Just the once, just the fucking once, never again, never that fucking thing ever again. I mean, it was.
Was that was the first time you came to visit? Yeah.
Yeah, first time we visit, and then we got to. What is that place again? Whatever, super spicy.
Orochan, yeah. There's a place in California. Yeah, I believe it's shut down now, but it's Orochan Ramen, and it's known not even necessarily for good ramen,
No,
but
really,
it's
there are better places.
Yeah. But lots of really good places in California for ramen.
So I've heard.
Oh yeah.
I really need to explore that side of California. Unfortunately, didn't get the chance.
Yeah.
Because I just love trash. I love eating your trash foods. That's what I go to LA for, the horrible trash foods.
Yes, of course. Nonetheless, there's a place called Orochan, and Edwin took the Orochan challenge the first time he came to visit LA, which for those of you who don't know what that is, it's where you eat a very, I mean like very, very, very spicy ramen dish. It's like not good for you.
No.
Yeah.
You will not. First of all, it's too hot, and second of all, it's too much. There's just way too much to physically fit inside the human body for that ramen. So,
it's insane. Nonetheless, Edwin took this challenge in question. God fucking damn it! Sorry.
No.
God, I'm really frustrated today. It's annoying. Anyway, there is footage of him, I think, slightly losing his mind. There's a part in the video where like he got about, I think, like 2/3 of the way through it, and then was like at a break point, and then he just kind of like looks up into the sky and like is like breathing heavily, and then I think he saw God, and then he just screamed, and then just like downed the whole rest of it, and it was amazing.
I was not in a good place at that point. God, the human body was not meant to have that much horrible spice in their body all at once.
Nope.
Now. Grant Muffin asks, Chris, do you have any recommendations for Flash tutorials?
Oh, hold on, real quick, just because, Leaf Bleedy, it's okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to come off as angry as I was about that. It's just, my concern is I just don't want people to be like, well, you said that you did this for this other person, so can you whatever? So I'm very high alert about, I don't want people to think I'm playing favorites with anybody, like, in any way, you know. I'm trying to be conscious of everybody, but no, I'm not annoyed with it. All of you guys are wonderful, and I really, really appreciate your patience, and I hope I've been, you know, doing this to the best of my ability. You know, it's just, it is incredibly stressful to have, you know, over 1,000 people, you know, wanting things a certain way, and I just, you know, I can't promise that absolutely everything is going to be exactly the way that it's intended. It's just, you know, because again, I have to think about the game. It's hard, it's a lot of pressure, and I'm doing my best, you know, so yeah. But I don't mean to be aggressive to any of you guys who have had any concerns or anything whatsoever, just, you know, just so you know. But anyway, sorry, just wanted to address that real quick, so.
All good.
Anyway, sorry, go on with the question you were asking, Edwin?
Grandma asks, Chris, do you have any recommendations for Flash tutorials for beginners?
Happy Harry did some that I have not seen in full, but I know that they're good, because Happy Harry is excellent. So go look up his. He has a whole, I think a whole playlist, a little mini-series. Yeah, Flash is relatively easy to pick up, and frankly, even though I did take a class for it originally, most of the stuff that I've learned, like, since then, I just kind of, like, either got from just, like, friends, like, giving me a tip about something, like, I mentioned Stamper, you know, taught me the thing about the color change, and the easy color change stuff, you know, but, or, like, Alvin Earthworm teaching me about the action script stuff that would allow you to have longer Flash movies, that sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, I remember that frame rate being a problem, and all people trying to find ways to trick Flash to make longer movies. Good
Yeah,
times.
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frame limits.
Yeah.
30,000 or so frames, or I don't know what the exact number was, but yeah, that was a problem back in the day.
Well, it was a problem for people who wanted to make, you know, like really long form content, which, you know, only later even got to be a thing by certain people who gave enough of a shit to want to do it. You know, I mean, like, because most often no one cared about doing that sort of stuff. There were very few people, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, I was in some fucking exclusive club. It was just a matter of like not very many people wanted to do like really long content because in Newgrounds you were bred to be like, you know, it was all people really only cared about the quick funny stuff, you know. So, you know, then you come along and you have people like me and like Alvin Earthworm doing Super Mario Z and, you know, that kind of stuff. And, you know, you had to learn tricks to be able to just put that stuff out in the first place. And then after a while, it just stopped. Like with Tome, I stopped after episode 9 because by that point also fucking YouTube had taken over. So there was just no point in doing it anymore. But
yeah, it's a shame what's, I mean, Newgrounds is still around, but I don't go there anymore, really. I mean, that used to be my jam, like go to Newgrounds like every day, but now it's like, pop in once in a while just to see stuff. So it starts really falling, unfortunately.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just unfortunately the way that like things evolved, you know.
I mean, there's still plenty of old content on there and the occasional new stuff, but again, YouTube is the present and possibly the foreseeable future, unfortunately.
Yeah, and we are a slave to its ever-changing rules. You know, whether we like it or not. You know, and it's very frustrating, but you know, it's why it's part of the reason why I'm kind of glad that my income isn't like dependent on this. You know what I mean?
So much up and downs. Zega Siren asks, have you had any good laughs recently? Ho 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 ho. Where are you doing? Good laugh around here?
Anytime I rewatch Yu Yu Hakusho, shit cracks me up.
Nah.
Love that show so much. Did you watch much of that show?
No, that was one of those. I mean, it's like Dragon Ball Z. That got me at the wrong time. That came out at the wrong time for me. So I didn't watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z. I didn't watch a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho. It was like, because I was, what was I? Yeah. I don't think Yu Yu Hakusho ever actually got released in Australia/New Zealand either. Was it ever on TV in America?
Yeah, no, it was on TV over here.
Okay, because I don't think it ever showed on New Zealand/Australian TV, wherever I was at that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. Elsie Lovelock was visiting here.
Yes.
And we were talking about that stuff and how because she grew up with the Canadian dub of what the fuck is? Excuse me. Sorry, hold on. Oh, there it goes. Why isn't that working for? Oh, it's because the fucking thing fell out. Sorry, am I?
Yeah.
Good. Sorry, Flash is being.
We've all been there.
Sorry, Flash is being dumb. Sorry. No, she grew up with the Ocean dub of DBZ, but because the Canadian cast did the whole rest of the show later for other English-speaking territories. So she grew up with like, you know, Kirby Morrow as Goku and most of the stuff that she saw. But I was like, oh, so you haven't seen Kai? And I'm like, if you move out here, you are borrowing my Dragon Ball Kai box sets, and I want you to experience this because this is the truest essence of DBZ. And, you know, Kai is in other territories, but not everybody over there has seen it necessarily. So, because there are a lot of people that just have only seen, like, whatever aired on Toonami in the 2000s. you know, regardless of whether it was accurate or you know, accurate or not, which it
honestly, I don't think Toonami was a thing outside the States. I mean, we had anime on Cartoon Network.
What, right? Well, Toonami was Cartoon Network. It was just the action block. Sorry, what I mean to say is like whatever aired on TV, regardless of accuracy, of which, you know, at the time it wasn't accurate. Sorry. But anyway.
Wait, did somebody have a question? No. We already answered that one.
Hope I haven't been holding you up too long, by the way, by having you in here.
It's all good. I'm having some jolly good fun. I'll probably pop off whenever I need to.
Okay.
Because at the moment I'm just sitting on this latest Overwatch stuff and then looking at it again and going, everything is wrong, I need to redo everything. Probably not though. I'm not that hardworking.
Oh.
I'm exactly lazy enough to go, no, everything's perfect, I don't need to do anything else.
Well.
Grant Moffat asks, Chris, do you think it's cool how animation seems to be getting more popular on YouTube through channels like The Odd One South or Jaden Animation?
I've never heard of either of those, but
yeah.
I mean, thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'm glad people are enjoying animation, you know, I mean, because it's hard work, you know, and also just I hope people are expanding their palettes of entertainment beyond watching people play fucking video games all the time.
Or finding dead bodies. Yeah.
Please stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Here. Zega X Iron, who's your favorite Overwatch hero, Edwin? Obviously it has to be Reaper because I do him most of all. But to play? Do you play Overwatch?
Nope.
Chris?
Nope.
No?
I don't know a goddamn thing about Overwatch other than the characters are cool. And sometimes I see your comics or your comic dubs and I'm like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on, but sure, whatever.
Everyone's gay in that game. Everyone.
I also love how I just like predicted that like, oh, Kira's in this one. Let me guess, there's probably some outtakes at the end where she does some JoJo bullshit. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got a friend for life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she suggested that script, or did I suggest it? One of those anyway, because we all know that she's into the JoJos.
Of course.
In terms of like playing the actual hero, I enjoy playing Mercy a lot because I'm just not good at DPS stuff. I'm just not good at that. I'm either playing Mercy in terms of support, or I'm playing Reinhardt as the tank. Because I'm not good at shooting people, and those characters don't necessarily have to shoot people. Although Mercy is apparently a deadly, deadly shot if you're good at her, which I'm not. I'm just not good at shooting people. Has my question been answered already? I don't know. Ask the question again, I guess. And if we don't answer, then we already did. The Drawing Mob asks, have you ever wanted to give up on the game due to stress or anything else like that? Because I've had a hard time. I think he also went on to say I've had a hard time with creative stuff as well.
No, because we've only really just started production. So if I hit a sense of like, oh man, I want to quit this, like I think I would be a pretty shitty person. So no, I haven't. I've certainly had moments of doubt about like what I'm doing. I remember actually when I did Tome episode 3, you might have remembered this. I was feeling really down on myself because everybody on Newgrounds was like shitting all over the show. And I felt really bad, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And then I almost quit after episode 4, and then ultimately I didn't because I, you know, grew some balls and stuck around. So
yes. Large, weighty balls barreling forward through everyone. Jose Gordills asks, who's your favorite Smash Brothers character?
You mean who's my favorite Nintendo character?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of, I mean, if it's like Solid Snake, then it's not.
I mean,
you know.
to play as Bowser, and he's also my favorite Nintendo character, so I guess that does kind of answer both, doesn't it?
Awesome.
What about you? Is it Grant and Grant?
Yes, it's Grant and Grant, who are totally actual real characters from the Smash games.
Yes.
Totally real. I did enjoy the one time Solid Snake managed to make it into the lineup. That was a strange.
Well, he and Sonic were both almost in.
Yeah.
Well, no, he and Sonic were both almost in Melee, and then they just didn't make it.
Oh, okay. But they did get into the. Was Mega Man also like all three and the Wii Fitness?
They were in they were in the fourth one. They were in the Wii U and 3DS one.
Right. Okay.
The Xander one.
The Xander one.
Yes. Hey Edwin.
Hey me.
You should have picked Marcy. Should have picked I don't know the joke of this song because I don't fucking play Overwatch. Oh my god, I'm the living tombstone.
The joke is everybody wants to play DPS and just run around, kill things, and it's usually up to the one person with any sense at all to play the support role or the tank role, because it's a thankless job where you're basically going, oh, I need to watch out for all these stupid children doing stupid shit. That's the joke.
I see.
That's the joke. It's like a job you accept to do in the game.
Because, you know, when I'm playing a video game, I really know I want to do a job.
I mean, hell, that's what most JRPGs are like. They're basically spreadsheets, the game, because you're going to be in menus most of the time, and you're going to try min-maxing your stats and whatever shit.
Well, I imagine also, like, the payoff is the story. You know, if you hopefully give a shit about the story.
You'd hope so, but I'm just imagining a lot of people just going in it because, oh, I can manage spreadsheets in a game. Like, okay.
My favorite.
Good for you. That's great.
By the way, thanks, Leaf Blade. I appreciate it. I saw Leaf Blade's compliment.
Nice. Nathan Turner asked me, are you planning on voicing Nazo in Chakra?
Are you planning on voicing Nazo in Sonic Forces 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Yes, exactly. I'm in the promo, so yeah. He did come back and ask me to do Nazo, so yes, I am going to be playing Nazo in Aaron's Return of Nazo thingy, the bobs.
Did anybody make Nazo in fucking Sonic Forces?
I'm assuming so. I mean, there's been like mods for other Sonic games.
It's so ridiculous. There's a part of me that just looks at that and I'm like, guys, are you fucking serious? It's literally fucking Sonic in a trailer where, oh, what is this? I'm like, it's him as Super Sonic. It just is like, has weird shadows over it or whatever for dramatic effect. It's not a fucking separate character, for God's sake. It's not another evil Sonic, but I guess people are just absolutely whatever.
Well, it's taken a life of its own.
It sure has!
That's what happens when you create a Sonic OC. Yes, every Sonic OC will become its own franchise.
You know, we actually we don't have like nearly as many Sonic OC backer characters as I was expecting, by the way.
Huh.
Yeah, we've got a few. We've got a few coming up, but not as many as I was expecting, actually.
Oh, so you do not steal.
By the way, we are about finished with the battle sprites for Shears here. So all I have left to do is his talking avatar, and then his overworld sprites, and then we'll call this a stream and wrap it up.
Awesome. Grandma asks, okay. I know you know Chris 1NG, but do you know Julian and Ding Dong from Pony Plays?
Nope, never met him.
Plays.
Never met him. I also still haven't seen Chris since he moved here.
I mean, LA is pretty big.
Yeah. Well, no, but I mean, like, he donated. He donated to the thing.
Huh.
Yeah. You know, and I've been like, hey, let's get lunch or something, but he's just, I don't even know what he's doing these days. I haven't followed his stuff. I know he's playing games and shit, but I don't know. Yeah, I just haven't seen him in a while. But he's a good guy. But no, I've not met his friends because I just haven't met them before. So.
Do you hope Game Explain and Some Call Me Johnny will eventually cover this game?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I love those guys. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't watch a lot of YouTube stuff, but I mean, you know, the people that I'm friends with, I certainly have biases towards in terms of, I hope, you know, stuff comes of this that they'll get to do and that they'll enjoy the game, mayhaps. Alrighty, cool.
Nice. Step.
Crabby.
Crabby.
Snap. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Cool. Alright. Cool. Alright.
Kick it.
Cool. Alright, but that beats me. There we go. Alright, here's
Kick it
Shears.
up.
Here's Shears. Natural humanoid weaponry. Fights with some skizzers.
Skizzers.
Yeah. Kill. Alright, almost done!
Just needed to talking. Needed to do the talking.
And the overworld.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna get food! Food is good!
Food is great. It's lunchtime for me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm assuming it would be dinner time for you at this point.
Yeah, just about.
Just about.
It's almost 6 over here. I had a little bit of a late start. Should pick Mercy. I don't fucking get this joke. Even though Edwin explained it. I just don't give a shit.
It's all good. Yeah.
What's up?
Corey Lou Stromboli says, some call me Johnny can drink coffee for various effects in TOME RPG. I guess. Sure.
Oh, what if he was like a character or something?
Yeah.
Actually, you know who'd be like another really funny? I wouldn't want to like overblow the game with too many like guests like this or whatever, because like I have the game theorists as characters. But I actually would love to have AVGN as a character.
Wow.
That'd be pretty funny. It'd have to be a very, you know, PG version of him, I guess, but...
You could just censor the swears.
Oh, I guess I could.
But just nothing but beep sounds.
Yeah, they don't know. I don't even have to get him to voice himself.
Just a long string of beeps.
Yeah. God, stupid. No, that's stupid. You're stupid, Edwin.
No, I'm the smartest guy. And all the chat agrees.
Don't you, chat? Haha.
Yes, could we get the angry video game nerd in the game? Only PG-5. Sure, let's go with that.
PG-5.
PG-5 angry video game nerd.
Alright. There's Shears. He's got a sheer force of will about him.
He's gonna shut you up. Gonna shut you up. Blah, 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 blah.
Almost done.
Jeez, guys, what's with these questions about murder and killing people?
Stop asking questions about murder, god damn it. Or I'll kill you all.
That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
How did you know? Totinos. Totinos. How did you know? Do you know about that?
I am not aware of that particular ad.
It was a thing when there was some Sonic events. I think it was when what game was coming out? One of the new games was coming out, and they did some kind of like Sonic event or whatever. But it was like sponsored by Totinos. But there was like all these technical difficulties, so they kept cutting away to a Totinos ad, and it was with this fucking song. Totinos, how did you know? Totinos, everybody eats the shit, or whatever, I don't know. Totinos, hot pizza rolls. Totinos. Shady would probably be interested in this, but I won't let him eat it because I don't want him to die because it's disgusting, gross-ass garbage like Hot Pockets. Anyway.
You can't stop him when he comes back.
Oh, no, I will. I will.
He's gonna find a way.
Yeah, fucking, yeah. Casey's probably gonna fucking conspire and buy him some because she's a bad influence.
She's a good friend.
She's a
good friend.
She's a piece of shit.
Yeah, delicious, horrible, badness.
I need to get more Tim Tams from you. Why don't you explain to everybody in the audience what Tim Tams are if they don't know?
Tim Tams are basically cookies, chocolate-covered wafers with a what is it in the middle? Some kind of caramel. Well, something like caramel. I'm not explaining.
Oh no, it's got wafer. It's got wafer in it.
Yes. Wafer biscuit. Not your biscuits. Cookies. Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, they're covered in like a chocolate of some kind or some kind of like a coating, and then
I mean, you could get American versions, and I did try it when I was in the States just last year, and it was not good.
I've never had American ones. I've only ever had tried and true New Zealand's.
Aussie and New Zealand based Tim Tams.
Yes.
I'm actually a little bit sad about it because Tim Tams for the longest time have not been bringing out any special flavors.
That's the cool thing about them is that they have lots of like crazy flavors. Not like really crazy, not like Oreo flavors or whatever, not like that kind of out there kind of shit or whatever, but they have like red velvet and like mint chocolate chip.
That has not been on shelves for 2-3 years.
Wow.
That's probably never coming back.
Well, that's
The
a bummer.
honeycomb one is never coming back either. That was so good.
Honeycomb.
Me want honeycomb.
Honeycomb was really good because there were whole pieces of honeycomb in the center.
No, that wasn't what I was. Oh, that's right. That was probably another advert you didn't get. Honeycomb cereal had this. Do a quick Google search for honeycomb mascot.
I'm thinking the bee guy from Simpsons for some reason.
No. Look up honeycomb cereal mascot.
Honeycomb cereal. Fuck. What the fuck?
Yeah, the advert campaign. Dude, every like cereal commercial in the U.S. was like the characters were like fucking addicts, and so people, the kids who were like, I want honeycomb, me want honeycomb, me want honeycomb, and then they would turn into that fucking CG monstrosity and just like spin around like fucking Taz from Tasmanian Devil Looney Tunes. Taz. Good job, Chris.
You showed this to children in the morning?
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Fucked up.
Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, honeycomb was a great flavor, no longer in production, unfortunately. You can always count on the... Oh, God. I've forgotten what it's called. Well, anyway, there's like dark chocolate, white chocolate, the usual kind, caramel ones, which are good. And yeah, you can get the regular flavors of Tim Tams, American versions of those in Target.
Which are just what? Are they just straight up chocolate?
There's like chocolate, there's dark chocolate, there's caramel, and I think there's like white chocolate as well. Those are the flavors you can get in America, and they'll be the American versions of Tim Tams. And they're, like I said, they're not good. They're not good. And if you want special flavors, you have to get it from Australia, which we haven't had for a while. We've recently like done like Chill Me promotion. Basically, they want you to stick Tim Tams in the fridge or freezer, and the package will change color, and that's neat, I guess.
Oh,
but it's still flavors. It's still flavors that we know already, like God, the rose jelly. What's it called? Turkish Delight. Turkish Delight.
Oh, there's a Turkish Delight flavored one?
There's a Turkish Delight, well, with actual Turkish Delight inside.
Oh,
the
ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I always bring some for Laura Post because she really appreciates.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how, when you, because you will, I know we had difficulty, but you will. When you live here, shut up to your mouth. When you live here, that's how you're gonna get in with every studio. Is you're gonna give them fucking Tim Tams.
I mean, that's how I. Oh God, I'm fucking terrible with names. I know who he is.
Michael Sinner Nicholas. Yeah, you met him when we were hanging out.
Yeah, I gave him. Yeah.
And he fucking loved that. And actually, I think later I traded some of your other Tim Tams because I just had so many. I'm like, I can't eat all these. I traded some of them to Stephanie Shea for Twizzlers because she had a bunch of Twizzlers, and I was like, oh, I like Twizzlers too. And I remember like, oh, I know Michael will really like more Tim Tams. So.
Visit Australia sometime. Has he visited Australia? I mean, I'm assuming he would have.
I don't know.
New Zealand?
Maybe. I mean, Michael's been everywhere, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Dude, oh, speaking of which, of Michael and Stephanie, dude, I gotta go fucking see A Silent Voice, the movie.
Ah, yes.
Really want to see that film. It's got Kira and Amber in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's an all-star.
Yes.
Yeah, it's never coming to Australia. Probably.
Well, I mean,
not for a theatrical release anyway.
No, but I just want a fucking DVD of it because it screened over here, but all the screenings were really far, and I didn't have time to go. But I want to see that movie. By the way, you missed my sweet reference.
Oh no.
Yes! I am the Saya people!
Did you ever actually manage to watch that fucking VHS?
I don't have a
Yeah.
VHS player, dude. I can't.
And even if you did a VHS player, it has to be PAL as well. So that's just too much. That's just too much bullshit.
Do you have one? Do you have
Sorry?
one? Do you have a PAL VHS player?
Yeah.
Well, then the next time you come visit, we're gonna fucking
I'll
watch
just call that along.
this Super Saiyan Goku. It's the Lord Slug movie, though, right?
I don't remember.
I think it's Lord
honestly.
Slug. Fucking Edwin gave me a VHS tape of the Malaysian English as a second language dub of the DBZ movie for the Slug movie.
Yeah.
With the infamous, "Yes, I am the Saiyan people,"
Oh.
which is Max, Deb and Max's personal favorite dub of DBZ in any language ever. Because he's a jerk. And I'll say this much, it's the best Southeast Asian dub of DBZ that's ever been.
Oh, that's hurtful. That's hurtful.
Yeah, I know. Anyway.
That's hurtful.
You got any more questions? We're getting close to the end here, Buckarooski.
I guess a lot of people were reacting to the honeycomb creature. What is that thing? Oh my god, what the hell?
Oh god, are you guys that young? You didn't grow up with that shit?
Come on, man. I mean, I'm in my late 20s.
It's not that old. Come on.
It's old.
It's not. Shut up.
It is old.
Goo.
Anything more than 10 years old.
Goo.
It's more than 10 years old. Embrace it.
You suck. You fucking suck. And I hate you.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. So here we got the overworld sprites for sheer force of wills. Shears. Export this, and I'll show you guys. Where are you, shears? Where are you, Christmas? Do 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 do. Far away. There we go. All right, let me pull out the good old Swift files. DJ Brown Bricks. Brown Bricks. Granddad. All right. There we are. And
Nice.
them. And look at them. And there we go. Yeah. All right, everybody. Cool. So there's another two. And they have some similar copper brown fashion sense. Cool. Only about 3.5 hours. Not too bad for 2 characters. It's not bad.
Nice.
Cool. Alrighty. So tomorrow will be the last 2 of the $350 backer characters.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I've got 2 more left to do.
And then you've got the hundreds.
I've got the $200 tiers, yes,
Right.
of which there are over 100 of those to do.
Good luck.
So yeah, excellent. All right, everybody, thank you for joining. Edwin, thank you for being my chat master. Really appreciate it.
No worries. It's all good. I'm sorry I asked about all those questions about murder, but it's like
No, blame the chat.
that's-
Chat, shame on you. No more questions about murder.
No more
Christ's
about
sake.
hiding bodies, killing people,
Oh.
But this is not that kind of chat. This is not deep web.
No, this is a family show. This is a family guy.
I mean, Family Guy.
Alrighty. Anyway, all right, everybody, we'll catch you all in the next one. Have an excellent.
See yas.
All right, bye.